Kids, it's been a long time since I've done a vlog, so here's my vlog for December 7th, 2015. My first topic on this vlog, since my vlogs are basically, it's been so long, but essentially instead of talking about a topic, I talk about lots of topics. And the first thing I want to talk about is 2015 and how fast it's gone by. With a very few exceptions, a very few days, this year has flown by. And I've had so many unique and wonderful adventures in 2015. I went on several professional ghost adventures, ghost hunts. One, a couple in Ocala, several in Ocala actually. One in Savannah. I also went to Illinois for my birthday with my best friend. And it's been like the craziest year. I also went to the UK with my best friend and one of my old dear friends, and we met somebody that has been a Facebook friend for years who I'd never met in person, and that was tremendous and fun. And the UK was just great. And we even got to have some paranormal experiences there. Um, it was kind of nifty, especially for the people traveling with me. And Savannah was remarkably more than I ever expected. And what was really cool was I got a tour from an expert that had never had a personal paranormal experience. And they had one with me. And that was really kind of like the highlight of the paranormal for this year, I have to say, was just that moment. Because this guy had dedicated himself for so long to walking the streets of Savannah and knowing the history inside and out of just about everything. So for him to finally get to experience what other people go there for was just mind blowing. That was really cool. I also got to go to Peru and see my godson, and that was really neat because I have to say it brought just the house brings back so many memories. Now, I had gone, for those of you that have known me a long while, I had gone in 2013, but I arrived and left by cruise ship in one day. So it was basically time for a lunch and a little drive and some chit chat, and then I was back on my way because I was going from Chile to Miami on a cruise ship through the Panama Canal. And that was the cruise from hell, actually. It really ended up being a reason for me to never want to get back on another cruise ship as long as I live. It was just that awful. So I'm still saying it. Shame on you, Celebrity Cruise Lines and Royal Caribbean, who owns Celebrity, because that was perhaps the most disgusting experience of my entire life. Now, the nice thing about this last trip to Peru was that my godson's now an adult. When I met him, he was just a little shit. And then I got to see him when he turned 18 in person. He came to my house, but he was very frustrated because because most everywhere else in the world, you can drink at 18, but here in the States, you can't. So he failed to realize that, and he was really frustrated. But of course, um, what can you do? So now he had just turned. I went to for his birthday when he turned 22, and of course, he's more than legal there. So I brought some tequila from Mexico because I flew via Mexico City, so I got some killer tequila in the duty free, and we whooped it up like nothing on earth, and that was really fun. And then it was strange because I had a bonding moment with several of his friends. Um, it was almost like I became like kind of a stepdad figure, I guess. Um, which was really cool because to feel useful at any juncture in life is always so nice. And so, what a blessing. And so we kind of made a band of brothers, and we put it permanently in place. And that was really magical for me. Now, the other magical thing about this year was this spectacular that's unfolding every minute of every day in the United States political system. It is beyond description. It is beyond the pale. But I have to say, the nicest thing about it is that people are coming out of the closet. All kinds of people. And instead of lying to each other and being politically correct and full of shit, people are just starting to speak what's on their hearts because there's so many politicians speaking to so many different kinds of groups. They're empowering them to come out of the closet. So all that dark ugliness that was always hidden under the veneer is coming out for all the world to see. And I personally find it thrilling because I'd rather look at the ugly truth than a highly varnished lie. So give me the ugly truth and the underbelly of the situation every time. And let people show their ass every time because God knows I've been showing my ass since I was 17. Yeah, 17. And showing it in a big way. Now, I kind of showed it before, but I turned it on full force when I was 17. By 17 and a half, I was pretty much out of control. Like I had zero filters left and zero reason ever to have them again. And that works for me. So I'm personally loving this as much as some people are mortified by the ugly truth. It excites me. I love it because I always knew it was like this because I talk to a lot of people about a lot of things in private, which I never discuss. But I finally get to see it on TV and on the internet, and it's nifty. Um, Now, what's coming up for 2016? I'm really, really excited. I hope the world lasts long enough for this. I have my doubts, but everybody knows me that I've been waiting to die for like more than 20 years. So, 25 years actually, almost. Coming up on 25 years. Now, so if the world ends tomorrow, I'm happy. I've lived a full life. But if it doesn't, in January, I get to go around the world, get to see Asia for the first time, get to circumnavigate the globe, which is going to be really, really exciting for me because the farthest I've ever been westbound was Guam and Yap, and the farthest eastbound I've ever been was like Edinburgh, Scotland. Um, I think that's the farthest east. I don't know if Inverness is farther east. I know it's farther north, but not. I don't think east. So that's like the duration, and then the farthest south I've ever been is Sao Paulo and Santiago, Chile. So that's kind of been my playground everywhere in between that. So this time I get to go to Asia, mostly Southeast Asia, and then fly all the way across to Paris and back through Dallas to Orlando. So that's going to be fun. And then in April, I have a great trip planned. It's a kind of a reunion. Since I missed my reunion last year, um, I wanted to have a reunion of a different kind. So I'm secretly talking to people and making plans. The tickets are already in place, and most of the plans are already actually firmed up. even hotel reservations, because everybody knows that for me, planning the details is half the fun of the trip. So I'm getting ready to do that in April, and that's basically probably the last big hurrah of a trip that I'm going to take for quite a while. I'm going to need to be home, paying off the trips, keeping quiet, and getting ready to do improvements on my home, because you can only leave your home rotting for so long in Florida before you have to do major work on it. And so that's what I'm planning on doing, saving up to get things that really need to be done before they become a crisis. So that's about it. I just wanted to share my excitement of 2015, and thanks to everyone I've run into or spoken with or chatted with or had a phone conversation with or anything in 2015. It's been very enjoyable. And for those people that it hasn't been so enjoyable, I probably blocked you so you won't even see this on Facebook, and I doubt you'll ever look me up on YouTube. So, um, happy 2016, everybody, if we get there. And I'll talk to you again soon. And thanks for listening to my blog.